Hi everyone, my name is Evie. So in today's video I'll be introducing someone really cool, that's why there's no makeup or whatever. He doesn't really like when we wear makeup, nor does he like when he has to take all of it off. So that's why I look the way that I do. Sorry. I just wanted to, say thank you to my subs, thank you to the interactions. It's really cool. But I want to say a few things before I introduced him. I've been getting a lot of questions on this video, which is technically the short version of the series. It's something to where in the beginning, before the series, I wanted to just make a really long video introducing everybody, but I thought that would have been too stressful for us, if we just rapid switched and just introduced ourselves like that. So I wanted everyone to be comfortable coming out at their own time. I also wanted everyone to be prepared for what they were going to say. So in that video, there's a lot of differences in the ages and differences in the roles. So Zero, the reason why she jumps back and forth, well, not back and forth, but the reason why she was first and now she's the third secondary, is because you're numbered in the order that you come out in. So when Hunter got switched to being the first, it's because out of all the secondaries, he started coming out more, because we had to try to limit Zero's time wedge out, because Zero became more recently aggressive towards people on the outside, towards us on the inside. And out of all the secondaries, Hunter isn't aggressive at all. He's just a teenager doing what teenagers do. So that's why her role doesn't match the role in the video. Especially on the TikTok, there's a whole nother different video. When it came to Zero making her video, we had to do it twice, because the first video got a shadow ban, and then of course her role got changed because she became more increasingly aggressive with L. So that's why Zero's video doesn't match up. With Lily's video, her age jumps back and forth. I guess you're wondering, how does an alter's age difference in range? It's the same thing with Kira. Kira's age, she'll sometimes introduce herself as 5, and the highest age will be 8, because I guess they just feel comfortable living out the ages that they believe that they're in. Me personally, I, as the co-host, I age with the body, so I'm 21. But sometimes the alters, such as even Rosalie, even though she's the oldest and she's 27, there's times where she will also introduce herself as, I'm 24, I'm 25. When it comes to age, they just live out what they find impactful. Another comment was, how come we have a little? It was deleted, but everyone was asking, you're 21, and if your first switch was at 15, and why do you have a little who's this age? So, yes, we were diagnosed when we were 15. We showed signs before that, but we were diagnosed when we were 15. I officially came out when I was 15, when Evelise was 15. So, us having a little, because some people with DID, when you have DID, you have alters that are older. You have depending on a lot of different reasons. I believe it depends on how we handled it maturely, how our mind chose to break off. Basically, Rosalie is our mentor. She's practically the mother of the whole system, so it's just natural for her to be older, to fill up that spot, because our mother we didn't have the best relationship, so Rosalie took over. Whereas Kira, when we were younger, Kira basically through ages 5 to 8 was our brain developing and going through a lot. You know, when we were younger, we were moved around a lot. So Kira actually picked up more between those ages than the rest of us. Thus why she's at the age she is. Kira will never hit, you know, teenhood. Kira will never be an adult. Kira will stay a little until, you know. I hope this makes sense. Later on, I'm going to talk about it more, but since this isn't my video, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm sorry about the differences in that video. I won't take it down only because it was the first introduction videos that they made, but I'm hoping that with the series, it'll become a lot more clearer. I'm hoping we'll find a lot more stable system, like roles in our system. And I'm sorry about, you know, all the weird things in that video. When those videos were filmed, it was in the beginning of the year. People with DID, well, me especially, like my experience, I've realized that with time comes a lot of different changes, especially with my alters. Like some of them mature, some of them, you know, some of them tend to just, as anybody else in life, go through changes. So, sorry about that video. But I'll stop rambling. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. I really enjoy, you know, the conversations. I really enjoy, you know, making these videos about my life and how I handle DID. So, with all that said, enjoy. I'll be back. Bye. Hello, everyone. My name is Hunter. I'm sorry in my first introduction video I had kind of an attitude. It wasn't really my intention. It was just, you know, when you get sprung with the idea of making a YouTube video and then having to introduce yourselves, I didn't like that. So, but hello, my name is Hunter. I am 17. I am the teenager, which isn't an actual role. It's just me being a secondary and not coming out much. I don't really have, you know, system roles like that. So I'm not a mentor. I'm not a little. I'm just kind of like there. But I guess I'm here because I have more masculinity than Elijah. Even though he's a boy, he's a lot more, you know, I guess, feminine than I am. To whereas, you know, with us, you know, I don't know. I guess Elijah would have been happier being the only boy, but I guess, you know, that's just not what you don't get. You don't always get what you ask for. So, how's it going? I am a secondary, which means I don't really come out as much as the primaries, like Elijah. I currently, you know, am the first secondary. I don't even know why we have system roles, you know, like I feel like that just kind of puts us in a box to where we can't really, you know, reach full potential of what we are because we're always stuck with the system roles that we have to follow. I am not related to any of the other alters, so unlike Evie, I don't have a twin sister. Elijah, I'm not related to him. Like with Evie, that's her cousin. So I'm kind of just like, you know, drifting, just vibing, just existing. But when I do come out, you know, I like playing video games. I like to write, but not like stories and stuff like what Emily does. I just like to write, you know, journal. It helps me keep up with my thoughts. I'm not trying to be like edgy or whatever. Like, I don't know what the fuck am I doing here. You know, usually when you guys see me, I don't wear the piercings, but Evelise says, like, you know, that this piercing in particular, it takes like 8 months to heal, which, so we can't take it out until then. But I will leave like the ear piercings, and I just don't like the stuff on my face. So I get along best with Emily, with Rosalie. Rosalie, you know, she gets along with everybody. I guess that's her job as mentor or mother. You know, she tends to try to look after me, but even though I'm 17 and I'm a teenager, I feel like I can still do adult shit. So I don't really need her like what Kira does. It would have been so much easier if there was questions to follow, because, you know, I'm kind of awkward just rambling. I don't want this to be like a short video, because then Evelise is going to be like, well, why didn't you do anything? I'm just going to be like, well, you didn't really give me an option to talk or about anything. So I like to keep my hair short. Like, even though the girls have long hair, I will always tie it up. I like to, you know, put this back. I did this really sloppy, but it gets the job done. I don't like putting all the fringe in my face, because, you know, that's more of Eli's thing, and we try as alters, you know, now, unless, you know, there's Evelise with her force switching and stuff like that. When we actually do have our time out, we try to distinguish differences, you know, as big as possible. Thus, you know, style, thus syntax, thus, like, just how we look, you know. So I will always, you know, have my hair back, maybe with a little bit of the fringe, but Eli, you know, he always does like in his face and puts like the hats on, and like it's just too much. It's just too much. I don't like all that stuff in my face. I don't like all that stuff in my head. But yeah, I like video games. I like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. You know, I like whatever, you know, is offered. Like, I used to play Pokemon a lot on like the Game Boy and stuff like that, like really long time ago. I remember like when I first, you know, fronted and we had like a GameCube and I was playing Lego Star Wars. It was always something really fun about games like that. Like, I know it's not like what everyone fucking plays now, where it's like, you know, Fortnite or Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like anything where you need to have too much like effort or energy in playing, like, just get it out of my face. Like, I don't have time for it. So my favorite color is red and navy blue. I like music. Who doesn't like music? But I like more of like the alternative rock, you know. Like, I really like Fall Out Boy. Like, it's like the older music, like Centuries and stuff like that. Like, being a secondary, you know, that means I didn't really come out as much. So I don't really remember how I interacted in high school. I do remember, you know, that I kind of grew to be a little bit more distant from the spotlight. Because when I first came out, I always wanted to be out, but now I much more prefer to be in my own room. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this room, you know, like, that's my shy guy up there. If anyone else says differently, no, it's mine. We all, you know, had a say in how this room was, you know, organized, and how this room was, you know, put out. Obviously, the girls have more influence on how this room looks. But me and Eli, they're like, there's some of our presence in here somewhere, like the games, like the Nintendo Switch or stuff like that. If it was up to me, I would have added more of my own thing. But, you know, we have our Pokemon blanket, which is kind of cool. But since Evie is the most prominent and out, you know, that means that, you know, she obviously has, you know, more say in likes and dislikes, which isn't a problem. It's not a problem at all. I guess we should talk a lot like birthdays. My birthday is November 15th. So I guess that's cool. I don't have like a super cool birthday like Kira to where she was born on Halloween or Rosalie a day before what fucking Valentine's Day. Like, I'm telling you, the girls obviously have more effort. Like, like I told you, I'm just vibing. Like, I'm just existing. I'm really interested in learning how to skateboard, but girls aren't interested in that, so that's out the window. I'm interested in learning how to play an instrument. I always wanted to learn how to play guitar, but I guess, like, you know, since I'm not out as much, you can't really push for something when you're not out for it. I do believe, like, you know, we should have stayed in therapy. I don't think Evie can handle everything at once. I feel like she does need help, especially with managing all of us. I guess, like, I'm really interested in astronomy. I'm really interested in conspiracy theories. When I used to be out a lot, every time before I went to bed, I used to watch unsolved, like, murders and stuff like that, like crime series, you know what I mean? So, I know that's weird shit. Like, why would you go to bed watching shit like that? I don't know. It just made my brain, like, tick. Like, it stimulated my brain enough. I like trying to figure things out. Like, I like puzzles. I really like the idea of, like, you know, I like, as in style, you know, I really like dark academia on other people, not on myself, on other people, because on myself, you know, especially with this body, what is it? It's like really hard to like find like plus size clothing, and like don't get me wrong, like me personally on the inside, like I'm really thin, like I'm really tiny. I care a lot about how I look and how I present myself, but you know, like, there's only so much I can do with a body that isn't mine. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in you know, the writing stories like what Emily does. I'm not interested in like the witchy fucking gothic shit that the girls are into, like this whole tarot card shit. I'm not interested in that shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it looks cool. And if anyone actually, you know, practices or whatever, that's your business. I'm very skeptical about, you know, the whole idea of it, about ghosts. I don't believe in that shit. I guess I can describe what I look like. I'm really thin. I usually dress very casual. I have hazel eyes and dark brown hair. I kind of do have piercings myself, but only on the ears. But I don't have as much. I have just the first hole, and I have on the other side the first and the second, and that's it. So I don't mind the ear piercings. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm very hot-headed. If, you know, I'm very hot-headed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys will probably get a better, like, story time or whatever with the primaries because they're out more, so they have more to tell, but I'm really hot-headed. I get an attitude easily. Like, if I don't feel like doing something and I'm forced to do it, I don't like that. I used to get along really well with Lily, But then she started getting into like her little celebutant phase to where she does like the makeup and the wigs and shit. She used to be really laid back and cool, but I don't like that diva bullshit. Like, so we don't really talk as much. I like the idea of fighting when we were younger. We used to do karate. If that makes any sense. What do you mean, does that make any sense? The fuck am I talking about? Of course you understand, but we stopped because, again, the girls didn't want to do it. And I guess it's whatever the girls want at this point. Like, it's supposed to be like an equal thing, but you know, it's really not. Like, of course, Evie gets all the time out. Evelise, you know, just does whatever she wants because she's the host and she's like, you know, reigning over us like an almighty powerful god, which is kind of fucked up. Emily and Elijah, you know, are right behind Evie, as in, you know, who comes out the most. Rosalie used to come out a lot more, but then she started, you know, focusing on Kira, thus taking, you know, the role of the mentor. I don't mind the YouTube. I'm on board with it. I don't mind the TikTok. I don't mind the Facebook. I don't mind the social media in general. As long as, like, you know, she's not invading my privacy and she, you know, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. So, I'm sorry. Like, Eli would have been better, but, you know, you guys got me. So, I'm sorry that I don't really have much to say. I'm also sorry about how, like, our voice sounds like as being in a biologically female body. You know, it's hard to, like, talk in my natural tone because, you know, the body's natural tone, it's like up to here, which is, you know, how Evie talks. But me personally, like, when I come out, this is where I stay. Elijah talks, you know, a little bit higher, but me, I think out of all of us, I have the deepest voice. With Emily has the deepest out of the girls, I think. Like, Emily's, you know, she's very tomboyish. She's very but Emily's cool. She's cool. She's a little bit too much of a bitch, but she's cool. Wait, I shouldn't be calling her a bitch. I'm sorry, but yeah. But I guess that's it. Like, feel free to, like, you know, what is that? Comment down below if you have any questions for me or for the boys in general. I know Elijah did, like, a reaction to things only girls should know. Me being a secondary, I don't really get out that much. So, like, even though we're in a female body, I don't have to, you know, put up with, you know, half of the shit that, you know, women go through. And I'm happy for it because I heard, like, you know, with periods and stuff like that hurts. Like, I don't know how y'all ladies do it, but I'm not here for that. Like, so, yeah, my name is Hunter. I hope you all have a nice day. Summer's almost over, so I guess enjoy that. Hopefully the next time you guys see me, like, if we ever do, like, a spin-off to these series to where it's like, ask Hunter this or ask Eli that, like, when you guys actually call for me, you know, I'll be around. So, but it was nice, getting to introduce myself. It was nice having this time. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, goodbye. So, I'm back. I'm sorry about Hunter. I try to get videos. I try to get questions for him, but wasn't really in luck of doing that, so he just had to like talk, which he's not really good at, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you for following this journey with me, with us. I'm gonna try to add more content to my video, to my channel, because even though I want to talk about my journey, I also want you guys to see how we are in real life. Where, you know, we like to have fun. We like to, you know, do challenges. We like to, you know, just, you know, I don't want you guys to think like you have to come and like sit down with us and just hear us talk the entire time. So if you want, leave challenges if you want to see down below. You can also pick whoever you want to see do it. And yeah, thank you for following this journey. Thank you for subscribing. It really means a lot. Really grateful. And remember, spread the idea awareness. Someone around you may not know may have it. And I hope you guys, you know, I really hope to hear back from you guys about what I can do to make, you know, just you know what to do. But yeah, let's grow together. And goodbye. Shoo.